Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And it's the 3Ds today. It's dark, dismal, and damp. That's all I'm going to say. We've had rain and it's cold and it's just miserable. So today I have an Eiffel store creation. It's okay, I'm just dropping everything. And I've only done 2 projects, but I did use 4 sets of dies. And I used the leaf set of dies. I will try and zoom in on these in a minute. I used the mushroom house. I used the frog because that one was the most requested. There he is, cute little thing on his patch of water and his lily pad. And also somebody asked if I would cut the vanilla, which is the vanilla flowers, leaves, and the vanilla pods. Right, and to assist me in that, I also used the Surprise Creation large decal edge frames. So just move some of those over so there isn't awful glare. And I've got my ruler here, so I'm going to remember to measure. And I also used distress oxides, broken china, and mowed lawn. And what else did I use? Oh yes, of course, I used Touch 5 in, I don't know if you can see that, walnut and green grey. I used my white gel pen. And of course, when you're doing paper piecing, it's always good to have a pickup tool. And I've also, I hope I didn't go off the microphone then, used a couple of my sponges. These are from Aliexpress. Now, I need to get a nice close-up. Can you see how closed the foam is on that? That makes them great for ink blending. If you've got hand issues and you need something, to hang on to, these are absolutely ideal for that. Also for using different colours of paint and going into a stencil so that you're getting lots of different colours and shading. But these sponges are meant for wet work on clay. So, if you're on a pottery wheel and you've got it soaked in water and you're just smoothing it as your wheel is going around, this is what they're meant for. Now, they're not cheap. They are $7 for 25, but I think that did include the shipping, and they did deliver them quite quickly. But as I say, for doing things like that, or if you're just forming flowers and you want something small on your table, you've got a nice bit of squish and density there. And of course, you can always clean the bathroom with them if you want to. So those are these, and I've already washed out 2, so I'm 2 missing from my bag, but you get a big bag of 25. So I just wanted to share that because I know a lot of people, they get very frustrated ink blending if they've got problems with their hands. Right, and before I go further, excuse my voice, I think I'm going to lose it. And first up is the vanilla. Now, the lady who asked to see this said that she makes vanilla extract and just wanted to see what the dyes would look like. Now, I didn't actually have a dark enough brown because, of course, vanilla pods are like a black brown. But I think if I'd have put glossy accents on there, it would have sort of given it the shimmer that a vanilla pod has. Plus, it would have made my cardstock look that little, bit darker. So I just made a really simple tag and put some brown twine up there. And I found this scrapbook pad that I've had for, oh, I don't know, it could be 100 years, even though I'm not that old. But it's really weird how the quality of cardstock has changed over the years, because this is super, super thick. So I got to use that. Right, so I'm now going to measure the vanilla fully made up. And I have to tell you, on the website, it's all separate elements. But if you make it up to actually look like a vanilla pod hanging from its branches, that is 5 inches. So it goes really nicely on a tag. And that one is a KLJ UYP tag. Next up is the one that got 3 sets of dies, and it's the frog. And I also did the mushroom house to go with it, and then all of the leaves scattered about. I put one coming out of the water there, a little bit of one off to the side to kind of connect to the mushroom house, and then a little cluster here. Look at the chimney pot, it's all wobbly and lovely. And I've used cardstock there from Joanne, and this is the red Swiss dot, which is a basil cardstock, basil, I don't know how they say it, but I just love their cardstock. It's great quality. And then I decided I was going to use my green glitter cardstock along with those marker pens that I've just shown you, so that on the frog I went in with the green grey and was able to highlight elements of the frog. And I used my white gel pen on his little feet there and around the rings of the water. I've used it up there on the roof of the house and a little dot in his eyes. But isn't that cute? I mean, it took 3 sets of dies to create that scene, but if you've got fairies and other things like that, absolutely awesome. These leaves are going to look fabulous in bouquets of flowers, in little hanging baskets and plant pots. And talking about plant pots, I've just designed a set of plant pots which are, I think, going to be available in the next couple of weeks. And I've done some other stuff as well, which I'm not going to say because it's a surprise. But anyway, the ink blending done with those sponges behind the mowed lawn and the broken china for the sky and for the grass. So as I said, with those sponges, if you've got hand difficulties and you need something to hang on to, they are a great size for doing that. But I just think that frog is gorgeous. I mean, he's just waiting, isn't he, for Juliet. Ode to the Toad. Just really funny. And of course, I left the space there for a sentiment which could be stamped onto the sky, or you could just stamp it onto a cloud and pop a little cloud there if you wanted to. Right, so the first die I'm going to measure is the frog, and I'm going to go the width of the water because that's what he sits on, and it's 4 inches wide. And then I've placed the frog as per website. That's giving you a height of just over 1 3/4 inches. Let me get that again. Yeah, it's over 1 3/4 inches. And then the little leaves, I'm going to measure the fern because I kind of roughly know where it is behind, and I'm going to say it's 2 1/4 inches high on that fern. And then the mushroom house, the height, as per made on the website, which will be from that chimney pot, I'm going to say 3 3/4 inches. And then I'm going to turn it this way around. The widest part is the mushroom cap. It's just shy of 3 3/4 inches. So they are an absolutely awesome size. And there, look at those tiny little water lilies. Aren't they cute? Really, really love those. Super, super cute. And here's where I use the walnut pen just to go in those grain pieces there to darken up the little trunk a bit. Just love that. Yeah. Love, love, love. Yes. Right, that's enough love. It's Thursday. And we're going into Friday tomorrow. And Friday is going to be a DIY art bin, design team haul, and a project share, which, if you know DIY art bin, it's always cute. Right, you have an absolutely awesome day. As usual, all links below. Bye.